So yes, it is true. I do need your help. But it is not just me. Right now, there are many problems encircling us as we speak. The housing market is destabilizing. Car repossessions are on the rise. Bank defaults are starting once again. Inflation isn't slowing down as predicted. We know SNAP benefits have been reduced, and businesses are resorting to questionable tactics in order to turn a profit. These are all problems that we are currently experiencing, and things are not great. At the moment, everybody needs some help, and so do I. One of the main reasons why I continue to post videos here on YouTube is to spread the word about what is happening, whether it's regarding Social Security, Congress, a specific state, a weather warning, or maybe I just give you a warning on what to watch out for. My goal here is to make it easy for you to make the best possible decision that you can make. But this is where I need your help. If you can, please go ahead and hit that like button. This just tells YouTube that this is a good video and it should be shared with other people as well. Now, here's the thing. And this is what I need from you. I need you to listen to this because this is what is happening all across the United States. A community member sent me this yesterday. Sent me an email, and in it reads, Adam, you were right once again. My mother-in-law asked me last night if she could bring dinner for my family. I said yes, this was great, not thinking anything of it. But she had an ulterior motive. It wasn't just about dinner. She needs help. In the middle of dinner, my mother-in-law turns to my husband and I and says, I never thought I would need to ask for this, but I need some help. I went through my whole retirement last year, and now I can't afford my lease. She's asking for help paying for her lease or even a room at my house. It's just temporary, but what do I do? This is part of the problem. This is not going to stop, not just for this person, but for anybody. Right now, we are going through a very difficult time. And this mother-in-law put this person into a very impossible situation. You can't leave your mother-in-law, out there without a place to live. But at the same time, paying for somebody's lease doesn't sound like a great situation either. But also bringing your mother-in-law in to live with you, is that what you want as well? This is where this becomes very difficult, and this is why I bring this up. This is happening more and more. A lot of people are experiencing this. I've talked to many people here inside the community. Just earlier this week, somebody said that their manager came to them and asked, could they take a pay cut? Just a pay cut. Just something simple, small, right? Nothing big. It was like $1 an hour or something like that. It wasn't huge, but again, it was something. Here's the problem. Workers are going to be asked to take pay cuts, take less hours. Instead of being let go, they're going to be asked to take less hours. And if they do, then eventually they'll be, well, can you take a little bit of a pay cut? Just temporary, but can you do it? This is part of the problem. We already cannot afford high food prices. We cannot afford gasoline for our cars, insurance for our cars. Rent is going through the roof. These are things that everybody's struggling with. Now, it doesn't stop there though. I had a friend that told me last week that his aunt came to him. And his aunt came to him and she asked if she could borrow some money to pay for her car payment. Again, you can give somebody some money, but if somebody is struggling to pay for something, it's usually because those little decisions that lead up to it. That's part of the problem. Now, give somebody some money, do they ever pay you back? In most cases, it's not going to happen because there's always going to be something else that comes up. Another community member said that his sister asked him for one of his rentals Get this. She said she needed a few months to find a new job, but she couldn't afford to pay for an apartment or anything right now. These stories are now becoming the new normal. This isn't something that just all of a sudden happened. They've slowly started to pick up. Now, not only are people struggling due to the economy, but we're also seeing a major shift away from what used to be the normal. So a few years back, in the past, working 40 hours per week was considered normal. Here's the problem. Now more than 22 million Americans are working less than 35 hours per week. Many say that this is because it gives them more time for family and self-care. Possibly. But if you go from working 40 hours a week, let's say you make, just for simple math, let's say you make $10 an hour. 40 hours a week, you make $400 per week. But if you are one of those 22 million Americans that are now working just 35 hours per week, you go from $400 a week down to $350 per week. Probably think that's no big deal. But that's also every 2 weeks, instead of $800, you're making $700. Every month, instead of making $1,600, you're only making what is that? $1,400. So you're missing out on $200. $200 could be the difference of putting food on the table or not, buying medication that you need to live, or not buying that medication, putting fuel in your car, paying for car insurance, possibly even the full payment of your rent. Again, all these things matter. But this is why I bring this up. We have seen over the past week, was it Blackstone defaulted on one of their commercially backed mortgages. We saw Silvergate. There's that whole crisis regarding crypto. The stock market, sold off a little bit. Again, a lot of problems. There's a lot of problems. But the reason why I need your help is because I plan on putting out a lot more information as to what is going on and help you guys understand how can we navigate through this and make sure you guys are not impacted so severely. So the only thing you need to do, first off, go ahead, hit that like button on any video that you think is worthy of that like, but also make sure you subscribe, make sure you comment, share this video with your friends, family, and coworkers over on Facebook as well. Make sure that they stay updated too. So that's what I got for you guys today. Hopefully you have a wonderful rest of your day. If you have any questions whatsoever, please ask your questions down in the comment section below. But again, thank you guys for watching. Consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys on the next one.